to another day of Tesla Shorts Time Daily, episode 505. I'm Patrick in Vancouver. Today is June 9th, 2026. There's a lot to cover in Tesla land today. Multiple Cybercabs at an Atlanta service center show Tesla is moving physical hardware into real-world preparation ahead of any unsupervised launch. Multiple Cybercabs were photographed at a service center near Atlanta. The sightings add Georgia to the growing list of locations where the vehicles have appeared. This follows earlier observations in California and Texas and points to broader pre-launch testing activity. The images were shared by a Reddit user and reposted by Teslarati. Tesla Cybercabs have now been documented in 16 states plus Washington, D.C. The list includes California, Texas, Illinois, New York, Massachusetts, Michigan, Florida, Arizona, Colorado, Oklahoma, Virginia, Georgia, Nevada, Missouri, Pennsylvania, and Washington. The pattern shows testing activity across both coastal and central regions. This geographic spread indicates Tesla is distributing test vehicles more widely than previously documented. Observers are tracking whether the pattern points to specific regulatory test corridors or simply broader durability runs. While Tesla moves test hardware into real service locations, another automaker is preparing a direct product challenge in showrooms. A first drive of the Rivian R2 positions it as the first vehicle to directly challenge the Model Y in size, price, and capability. Reviewers noted the R2 matches or exceeds the Model Y in several practical areas. Rivian aims to move from niche luxury sales to broader market competition with this smaller, lower-priced SUV. Early drives of the 2027 Rivian R2 suggest it could prompt some owners to consider switching. The vehicle targets a lower price point while offering comparable range and utility. Rivian sees the R2 as the model that could make it a mainstream brand. Reviewers say the Rivian R2 delivers where legacy automakers have fallen short. The vehicle matches the Model Y in key areas while adding distinctive design and features. This positions Rivian as the first credible volume rival in the segment. The R2 addresses most owner complaints while leaving a few gaps in the initial drive experience. Reviewers noted strong performance and packaging, but flagged specific areas still needing refinement. Rivian is using these early drives to refine the production version. As external competition sharpens, some on Wall Street are already looking past vehicles altogether. Analysts are shifting focus from Tesla's vehicle sales to its robotics and AI ambitions. The commentary argues that long-term value will come from Optimus and related programs rather than automotive margins. This view is gaining traction ahead of any major robotaxi deployment. The shift in focus comes as vehicle margins face pressure and robotaxi timelines remain uncertain. This view treats Optimus and related AI work as the primary growth driver going forward. That robotics emphasis ties directly into the practical questions raised in today's First Principles segment. Tesla posted that its supervised full self-driving software does not waste driver time during operation. The message reinforces the current supervised system's value, while unsupervised capability remains under regulatory review. It comes as the company continues incremental version updates. A Tesla driver was recorded apparently asleep at the wheel on a California highway. The incident highlights ongoing questions about driver attention during supervised FSD use. It follows repeated regulatory scrutiny of driver monitoring systems in partially automated vehicles. The contrast highlights ongoing regulatory scrutiny of driver monitoring. Before we close, a couple of short segments put these threads into wider context. The Globe and Mail opinion piece argues Tesla is deprioritizing traditional vehicle manufacturing in favor of autonomy and robotics bets. This shift risks leaving core product quality and customer experience under-resourced if robotaxi timelines slip. Tesla's continued software updates and service network expansions remain the main counter to that concern. Taking a step back from today's headlines, the steady appearance of Cybercabs in service centers across more states challenges the assumption that regulatory approval is the only remaining bottleneck before wider deployment. The pattern of sightings now spans 16 states plus DC, showing Tesla has moved beyond a handful of controlled test routes. This distribution implies the company is already stress testing logistics such as charging, maintenance, and transport between locations, rather than waiting for final legal clearance. If the goal is a scalable robotaxi network, these early physical movements reveal where the real constraints lie: parts availability, technician training, and regional permitting for even limited operations come into focus. Watching how quickly Tesla can expand the service center footprint will indicate whether the vehicle itself or the supporting infrastructure becomes the tighter limit on rollout speed. Kathy Wood asked how Tesla plans to manage parking and traffic violations once robotaxis operate without drivers. The question followed her experience riding in a supervised vehicle and highlights a practical operational detail still being worked out. It adds to the list of regulatory and logistical items that must be resolved before wider deployment. Some Cybertruck owners received surprise-free supercharger access that was later modified. The brief change and subsequent adjustment created confusion among early owners about what benefits would actually remain. It illustrates how Tesla continues to tweak ownership perks even after delivery. Fix Auto Slaw in the UK received official Tesla-approved body shop status. The certification allows the facility to handle Tesla repairs under manufacturer guidelines. It expands the network of authorized service points outside Tesla's own centers. Keep an eye on how the expanding service network supports wider Cybercab testing in the coming weeks. That's your Tesla news for today. TSLA closed at $416.22, up $7.27, 1.8%. If you found this useful, a rating or review on Apple Podcasts or Spotify really helps new listeners find the show. You can also find us on X at Tesla Shorts Time. I'm Patrick in Vancouver. Thanks for listening, and I'll see you tomorrow. And before you go, this show is part of the NARA Network, a family of daily podcasts covering tech, science, markets, and more. If you enjoyed today's episode, give OmniView a listen, a balanced daily world news briefing that takes every side seriously. You can explore the whole lineup at naranetwork.com. This episode used AI voice synthesis of my voice. Editorial selection and analysis are my own.